The Ghana Police Service says it is working to ensure incidents like yesterday's violence at Odododio do not recur before, during, or after the elections. Director of Operations of the Police Service, Dr. Saibu Pabi Gariba, says the National Security Task Force is paying keen attention to such incidents, and lessons learned will inform deployments on Election Day. He's been speaking at a forum on peace and security organized by the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. Our Parliamentary Affairs correspondent, Joseph Opoku-Gakpo, joins us via Zoom. So, Joseph, what have the other leaders in Parliament been saying about tackling political violence in the country?
And so it's been a general conversation on how to ensure adequate security going into the upcoming election. For example, the Director of Operations of the Ghana Police Service, Dr. Pariba Gariba, indicated that they've identified a number of hotspots and there's a continuous learning process that's ongoing. The Election Security Task Force is constantly equipping various intelligence that they have on the hotspots as a way to ensure that there is adequate security on Election Day, and referencing the Odododio incident, making the point that all the lessons are being learned so that then there isn't a repeat of it on Election Day. There is general comment from both leaders of the House in terms of the majority and the minority about the need for the police to step up the work that they're doing when it comes to both intelligence gathering and adequate deployment. The majority leader, Osei Mensah-Bonsu, who is also the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, noted with concern that there's been a number of incidents of violence and even situation of deaths involving political actors, which he found to be very worrying, referencing the death of the Infantiman MP, Eko Hayford, and making the point that there's even been incidents of threats directed at some of them, the political actors, including himself, going into the next election, which he thought was very much out of place. Inus Afuseni, who represented the leadership of the minority, said that what they expect from the police is very heightened levels of professionalism, even as they police the processes going into the elections. And for him, that's the only way to ensure adequate public confidence in the ability to protect them on Election Day.
Joseph Opoku-Gakpo with that update from that forum that was held earlier at the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs on elections and security. Many thanks, Joseph. Well, Inspector General of Police James Opong Bueno is on a working visit of the Oti region. Regional correspondent Peter Senu joins us with what to expect of the IGP's visit. Peter, so what's the IGP expected to do whilst in the region?
Well, the IGP arrived this morning in the Oti region where he inspected a guard of honor mounted for him here at the regional capital, and subsequently went to have a tete-a-tete with the regional minister, went to see the chiefs of the regional capital. And he's also been monitoring a simulation exercise that has been displayed here in readiness for the December 7 elections. The IGP has been speaking to a few issues regarding police welfare in the region. One main concern raised by the chief of the area is accommodation for newly posted police personnel into the region, which the IGP reacted that he will do everything within his power, within the shortest possible time, to make sure that accommodation is provided for them. He also called on the chiefs to, as a matter of urgency, make accommodations available for rent, even for his men, as he makes sure that he pulls them into the region. For the insufficient numbers, the IGP said he would dispatch 40 men into the region in readiness for the December 7 elections. And so the IGP just addressed us briefly, and he's going to join his men for a deba before he leaves the region. That is what he's been doing while he is here with us in the region. And so whatever it is, I will bring it to our listeners and viewers in subsequent bulletins.